It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we've got some...
Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from Foxborough. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
I don't care how long you've been playing or how good of a player you are, Mike. It is inevitable in the NFL that some days it just doesn't go your way, and you're going to have a bad game. The key, though, is can you prevent that one bad performance from turning into two? And that's certainly the case here today. It's going to take a significantly better performance out of him at the quarterback position if they want to avoid another loss. A big part of that is, can he mentally bounce back from last week, put it behind him, and come out and play to his level of football?
Still second down.
They'll go play action with May. He'll go right and find his running back.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he winds up dancing and spinning out of a tackle. Winds up getting 8 yards on that one. Good run.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3 plays, no first downs, time for 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. He'll take this in back at the 16. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Tremble comes in motion. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking him down for a loss.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is May. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. His throw left side is complete. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Throwing on third down is May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, New England.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
We'll try to get this one on the ground.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. To the left side here, caught by Baker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger.
And he's into the end zone. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New England. It's his second touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chargers offense ready for their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Play action now. It's Herbert. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll run right side with Pacheco. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's May. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense.
They motion a receiver right. On play action, here's May. Taking off, and he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Two first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. May going to look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Pistol here for Herbert. That's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get the football at their own 40.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, May. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. On fourth down, out comes Joey Sly for the Patriots field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. Sly's kick is good. And the Patriots going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Chargers offense going to take over just before the half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0. They come up with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now as he's on to punt for the Chargers. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Herbert to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Herbert now on first down. Quick throw, taken in, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Herbert. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's second and 9. Now Herbert again. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now, Herbert. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers are on the board. It's now 10-3. So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Wanwu now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. That one knocked away and incomplete. Javon Baker was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a big play there for New England. And even 30 yards. So, points at a premium. Defensive battles. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with May. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now a give up the middle, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take it over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On the carry, it's Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
A give here to Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And the Chargers are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll run. It's Williams. And he bounces it to the outside. And he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Now give on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Now the Chargers will use the 1st of their timeouts. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. It is 2nd and a yard. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Patriots ready for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Herbert to the air again. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Here's Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. A run with Pacheco. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
The Patriots offense, and they're running. This is 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. This pass complete to Raymond. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Now 2nd and inches. Now May. Pass right side, taken by Baker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
May to the air once more. He finds Raymond for the completion. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
And with that throw, Mike, now they're clearly in position where they can at least attempt to tie the game with a field goal. But I don't think they should take the foot off the gas. Continue to take shots downfield. Continue. See if you can come away with the touchdown, knowing you at least have a field goal try if the touchdown doesn't work out.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Here's first down. Now it's Herbert. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll stick to the ground. So, overtime coming up. Not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Tremble comes in motion. On play action, it's Herbert. That's to the right side and incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to get a leg up in the OT. This kick is good. He knocks it through. And they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. To throw now, May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's May. Quick throw, taken in.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38. Move those chains. 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
May now on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now a timeout, Chargers here. That's their 2nd.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So it's a win for the Patriots. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.